online, and on DAB Digital Radio. This is Solar Radio, your classic and 21st century soul station.
This is Patrice Rushen, and if you're looking for the best sounds, you're in the right place with my man Mike Parlett on Solar Radio.
Hi, this is Peter White, and you're listening to my good buddy Mike Parlett right here on Solar Radio.
Shine up the battle apple, shake 'em all down tonight. Yeah. What a way to open the show. And to open 2021. Happy New Year, everybody. It is the Mike Parlett Radio Show. I want to say a big thanks to Paul Clifford for a really wonderful show. Thank you, Paul. Really enjoyed that. And we thought we'd kind of like, go on a little bit from his soulful side of the yacht rock. And of course, you cannot get more soulful than Steely Dan. And that was taken from their live album, Steely Dan Live. We are here live from the Mike Parlett Radio Show here on Solar Radio. Thank you so much for joining us today. We have some special guests in today. Anita Carmichael is going to be joining us today. We're really excited about that. And lots of great music today. We're going to be following on a little bit of more yacht rock, soulful side of yacht rock, because I was inspired by that, Paul. That was a great show. And this is Shack Attack. Mike Parlett's here with the first show of 2021. Happy New Year, everyone. 2 hours of great music lined up for you today. Thank you for joining me.
Where is the star that lit my sky? Gonna
yes. It is me, Mike Parlett. I thought I'd quickly have a little blow along with that. I'm so sorry. That's all right. Happy New Year, everybody. We have Anita Carmichael coming on in a couple of songs after this. This is Level 42, and we thought we'd play this for you. This is from an album called Reinterpretations 25 Years On. And this is Lessons in Love, Unplugged Lessons in Love.
I'm not proud, I was wrong, and the truth is hard to take. I felt sure we had enough, but our love went overboard. Lifeboat lies lost at sea. I've been trying to reach your shore, but waves of doubt keep drowning me. All the dreams that we were building, we never fulfilled them. Could be better, should be better. Lessons in love. Restless eyes, egos burn, and the moon is hard to break. Now we've waded in too deep, and our love is overboard. Heavy hearts, token words, all the hopes I ever had fade like footprints in the sand. All the homes that we were building, we never lived in. Could be better, should be better. Lessons in love. If we lose the time before us, the future will ignore us. We should use it, we could lose it, yeah. Lessons in love. Lessons in love. Lessons in love. When will you ever learn? Lessons in love. When there's nowhere left to turn. Lessons in love. Don't let your spirit burn. Lessons in love. I'll wait till you return. All the dreams that we were building, we never fulfilled them. Could be better, should be better. Lessons in love. All the plans that we were making were ours for the taking. Could be better, should be better, yeah. Lessons in love. If we lose the time before us, the future will ignore us. We should use it, we could lose it. Lessons in love. Lessons in love.
Isn't that nice? That is Level 42, believe it or not, and an unplugged version of Lessons in Love. And that's taken from an album called Running in the Family Acoustic Reinterpretations 25 Years On. Can you imagine? Level 42 has been going since the early 80s and before that even, and still going strong. I was actually watching the live gig in Holland with a friend of mine over here in Los Angeles yesterday. Now, this friend of mine was born in the mid-80s. He's a great guitar player. And I said to him, have you ever heard of Level 42? He said, no. Can you believe it? Lots of people over here have not heard of Level 42, which is very sad because and when I played him the live gig in Holland, he was blown away, and quite rightly so. And of course, that is a very different version. I want to say hi to Guy Ho to Bits listening to the show today, and a lot of my other friends tuned in to the program today. Happy New Year, everybody. Thank you for tuning in and supporting the show. We're going to be playing a lot of great music. We've got a live artist coming in as well, playing live on the show today, and that, of course, is none other than Anita Carmichael. She's coming on to play with us very shortly. It's been a long time since I played with Anita Carmichael, but she's still going strong as well, and doing some great stuff over there in London. If you're listening today, send me a little email. It's mike@talentedstudios.com. Of course, we're here on Facebook and our YouTube channel. Go to my YouTube channel, type in Mike Parlett Radio Show, be a YouTube subscriber, and you'll be very glad you did, because you get the show each week free of charge, and it's downloaded to you automatically. Mike Parlett Radio Show here on Solar Radio, your classic and 21st century soul station, taking you into 2021. Sound of Rick Braun, and that's from the latest album, Rick Braun, and it's called Crossroads. Came out last year. I can't believe I'm saying last year. So it takes a bit of getting used to. It is the first Mike Parlett Radio Show of 2021. I want to say a big shout out to all the people that are tuned in today. Thank you so much for supporting this show. We've been going for about 15 years now. I'm not sure, I've lost count. I want to say hi to everyone at Solar, Keith Renton, And of course, not forgetting Tony Munson. And don't forget, you can tune in to Tony Munson's show every weekday morning from 10 till 1. It's called Munson's Mid-Morning Mayhem, and it is a mayhem of great music. Tony Munson, and of course everyone else on Solar Radio, all my fellow DJs and presenters. Happy New Year to all of you. Thank you so much. And I know a lot of the presenters actually tune in to my show on a Sunday night here. It's live. It's 10 till midnight if you're listening in the UK, and it's 2 till 4 on the west coast of the United States. And if we are very, very lucky, indeed, we will see if we can bring Anita Carmichael into the show on Skype. Let's see if we can see if the technology holds up. And let's see. And the answer is Anita Carmichael.
Yay!
There she is. And there she is on Skype, looking lovely as ever. Wow. How do you do it, Anita? What's the secret? Tell me where you get that nice face cream. I don't know. I'd like to know where it is. Very nice. Anita is in her house, and she's still got the Christmas lights up.
Yep. I'll probably keep them up all year, actually, because they're make it interesting. Make something to glitter on the walls when you're doing your live shows. Yeah,
right, exactly. Now, Anita, we were just having a very interesting conversation. Let me just tell you who Anita is. Anita's been a wonderful artist now. She's a songwriter. She went to the Guildhall School of Music, lucky thing, she's a kind of a prolific jazz musician, played with all kinds of people over the years. Mention some of the people you've played with, Anita.
Oh, gosh. Straight out of college, I got to play with a band called the Communards over here, which was amazing because our single got to #1 in a few weeks and stayed there forever. So it was straight out of college into this band that was #1 everywhere, and it was called "Don't Leave Me This Way."
Yeah,
and so
we should play that.
That was not jazz, that was pop.
But it was great because I remember you on that. I remember you in that video. I saw. That was one of the first things I saw of you on that Communards video. It was wonderful.
It was baptism of fire. It was fantastic. What fun we had, and great because we had a lot of females in the band. I'm a passionate female musician. Always carrying that flag and hoping that it will get taken on board even more. So yeah, it was great. We had a strong band. And then, I've gone blank, but I played with Jonathan Butler for just a couple of years. We were touring when he was opening for Whitney Houston. We did that, and that was amazing. I mean, Jonathan is absolutely wonderful, and he was just like a teacher, a walking, talking musician,
walking guru, yes,
could do everything,
great resource.
And write and sing like a dream. I mean, it was just amazing. I've never met anyone like it, and so that was an amazing learning experience. I've done those.
And now you've got a new album out. We're going to play a track. Actually, we're going to play a track from the new album. I want to play the current single. It's called "Lipstick on My Reed." We're going to play that. We're just playing "Feel So Good" in the background, as you can hear. Such a great album. And this is Anita Carmichael. She is my special guest on the program today. This is her current single. It's called "Lipstick on My Reed." And there she is with her saxophone and looking very lovely. And she's going to play live as well if we can. We're going to try and get it going on the show today as well. "Lipstick on My Reed" from the new album of the same name, 2021. Anita Carmichael, my special guest on the program today.
Now there's lipstick on my reed. I play the saxophone.
Hi, Anita.
Finally, my dream comes true. 'Cause here I am playing for you.
All together now. Come on, sing it out.
I play the saxophone. How I
Sing it, baby. Come on.
feel. Lipstick on my reed. I free the spirit in me. I play how I feel. Oh, these emotions that I can't conceal. No, no. Lipstick on my reed. I play like the woman. I play like the woman.
The woman is Anita Carmichael. She's my special guest on the program today. I love that song. Woo. Sorry, I had to jam along there. I'm ever so sorry.
Go ahead. Be my guest. It's great. Sounds fantastic. You can show me a few of those licks.
Licks. All right. Anita Carmichael is my special guest on the program today. Thank you for joining me, Anita. And that is Lipstick on My Reed. And it's got a very nice message, that song. I like the words. It's about you, really. It's kind of about your life, isn't it? Now, tell us a little bit more about that.
Well, it's very much how I did fall in love with the sound of the saxophone at a very young age. You know, I was playing the clarinet, like, I don't know if you
Like
learned
you
on
do.
the clarinet.
Yeah, of course. Yep.
The clarinet, you know, it's all clarinet classical.
Mm-hmm.
And meanwhile, my brothers were in the next room on the bass, drums, and keyboards having a jam, and I was tootling away on the clarinet,
Playing
you
that-
know,
that-
getting nowhere.
Yeah.
So then my dad bought me this saxophone, and which sat in a box, and I was looking at it, didn't know what to do with it. And then I heard people like the Crusaders. I think the Crusaders, Wilton Felder was my first, Ronnie Laws. I heard these guys, and I was like, wow, you know, and got the saxophone out and fell in love with it completely, and was able to join in with all the jamming that was going on in the next room and started to get involved.
Now,
But it's a long process. I mean, learning jazz in the UK, we didn't have much. We didn't have any schools. There weren't any places to go to learn.
not like in the US.
No. There was nowhere. So it was quite. You got to a certain level, and you knew there was more harmonically to learn, but there was nowhere to go and learn it. So you bought your 251 records, you bought your Jamie Abelsolds and everything else. But you're trying to learn this harmonic you know, you're trying to go to the next stage, and I just didn't know how to do it. Thankfully, I found a guy called Gary Plumley, who's a saxophone player in the UK.
Great saxophone player. Great
You've got to go to the Guildhall. They're doing this jazz course, you know, and it'll be the right thing for you. That's exactly what you want to do. I said, brilliant. There was this amazing American there called Scott Stroman, who heard me. Because technically my technique was really poor, but I could play a good blues. You know, I could play a good blues, and my piano chords were pretty basic. But that whole experience was fantastic because it just lifted me up, taught me all that advanced harmony that I really needed to learn. And of course, being with a million other saxophone players and musicians was just wonderful. Doing music every day, so it was fantastic. It was the best thing for me at that time. It was brilliant. Yeah.
That's fantastic. And you've probably been likened to the County Dolfer of the UK, I guess. Have you in some senses?
Yeah, at the beginning I was, and of course with Barbara Thompson. There was Barbara Thompson.
Right.
Yeah, doing her own thing. She was doing her own thing. We actually did a show together on BBC Radio 4 a few years ago, on the talking about women saxophone players.
And at the time, let's be honest. At the time, there weren't that many women saxophone players. There was yourself. There was Gail Thompson as well, who was a good friend of mine.
Gail Thompson, absolutely.
Yeah.
What a girl!
Yeah.
I mean, she was tremendous. She was writing her own brass parts. She had her own female band, which was fantastic. I was playing in that band. It was amazing. I mean, she's a really strong musician.
Yeah, I played in that band. The band was called. What was it called? No, what was it? I can't remember the name of the band. Accent on Africa or something like that. The band was called something like that. Anyway, so I played in the band, and there was she had some of the top musicians in there, like Jamie Tolbert. She had quite a number of other great musicians that have gone on to be real iconic names in the music industry. And of course, you were one of them. And of course, you're still doing it, and now you're playing a bit of piano and singing as well, and everything else. So, and I think you're actually standing by your piano and you got your saxophone in hand. Can you give us just prove it to the listeners that you can do it? There she is. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Hear myself here. Is it on?
Yeah, it's on. The microphone's a little quiet. The piano's a little loud.
Yeah, not going my way today.
But next week, what we're planning to do is to actually have Anita and the brother Paul. I used to play with Paul in a lot of what we call function bands over there. They were like top 40 bands, and I used to go out and play with Paul. And he had a band, the Paul Carmichael Band, I think it was called, wasn't it? Or Night Flight, something like that. Flight, yeah. And so I used to play with Paul Carmichael, and that was my first introduction to him. Great bass player. If you're listening, Paul, good on you, mate. Happy New Year. And also, it was bring back a lot of happy memories playing with Paul Carmichael. And I'm not sure why he didn't ask you to play with him in those bands, or maybe you were too busy going off on your...
I did several, Mike. I did do several, but because by that time I was touring with my own bands, and we did a lot of stuff in Europe. We did a lot of things. A song of mine called Jamie did very well in Spain, Italy, and Germany. And I was signed to a record label called Lipstick in Germany.
That's right.
So we got quite a lot. We got a lot of touring. So I was off doing that for a while, which was really fun. Which was really good.
And I got to tell you actually have about I think it's about at least 3 or 4 albums out, I believe.
Yeah. I've got one called The Unadulterated, which has got Jamie on it, and Lying in the Sun, which I mean, those tracks, I still love playing them. They're fantastic tracks. And, it was the musicians, it was the combination of everybody's input just made them such fun to play.
Absolutely.
And then I was pregnant with my first son. I was getting really bored. I was about 8 months pregnant. And I put together this jazz album, and I went in there with my friends, just live. The 4 of us went in there. And we came out with this album, which we called Dinner Jazz. It just turned out really well. Most of them were songs that I'd written myself, but there were a couple of covers. We did a cover of Moon Dance, which Van Morrison said he liked, thank goodness. And we did, I did a cover of
I'm going to play a track off their album. This is Skip Hop. This is one of my favourite Anita Carmichael songs. I love this tune. Skip Hop from Anita Plays Dinner Jazz. Check it out. my very special guest, Anita Carmichael, and that was Skip Hop, sounding very much like Spyro Gyra. Great song. Did you write that song? I've heard that. Was that your song on? I forget now.
What that? No, Skip Hop's mine. Skip Hop's my song. Yeah, I wrote that.
Wow. That sounds. It sounds like it's the kind of song you've heard from maybe from Spyro Gyra or somewhere like that.
Those guys were always my. I mean, I love them. I've always been. I mean, much as I love Michael Brecker and all those amazing techno guys on the sax, for me, it's always been about the tune, and I'm a tune girl. I like a tune. I like a middle eight, and I like chords. I like that's how I write, and that's what I want to write, and that's how I want to play. So that's where I am. It's always been for me. Ronnie Laws, Spyro Gyra, Wilton Felder. Those guys, Grover Washington. They're just such tune masters, aren't they?
Absolutely.
As well as being fantastic soloists, but they just write such good tunes.
Yes, of course.
And they just leave you humming.
Mm-hmm. I want to play a track from one of our big influences, and actually Ronnie Laws has been on my show. He was on there a few years. If you'd like to hear that show, go to my Mixcloud page, and you can pull up that show I did with Ronnie Laws. I'm also on iTunes as well, the Mike Parlett Radio Show. And of course, we are now streaming live here on YouTube. So go to my YouTube channel and be a subscriber to the Mike Parlett Radio Show. We get all these wonderful special guests on today, and of course it's definitely not least of which is here, Anita Carmichael. Great to have you on, Anita, and it's lovely to see you, and it's wonderful to hear you play as well. You've got your saxophone. Give us a little tootle.
I have, yeah. Okay, yeah.
Oh yeah, right, there you go. That's Scrapple from the Apple. Nice, yeah. Scrapple from the Apple, Charlie Parker. Very nice indeed. Anita Carmichael. One of our influences that we were talking about is, of course, this man here, and this is, of course, I'm going to play this song. This is from the album Brotherhood. I don't know if you've heard this. Ronnie Laws. I have had the pleasure of standing on the same stage with him and playing with him a number of times, and we are going to play this for you right now. Very cool track called See the Day from the album Brotherhood. Ronnie Laws.
classic and 21st century soul. This is Solar Radio.
It is indeed the Mike Parlett Radio Show, and that is from the album Brotherhood, Ronnie Law's at his best, and he's always at his best. And of course, that came out in 2014, that album, and that was a track called See the Day. And I know Anita enjoyed that. What a great sound he had, or still has.
He's always just got such a brilliant sound.
Come up to the mic, can't hear you.
He's got a brilliant sound. Yeah.
Yep, really great sound. Nita Carmichael, my very special guest on the program today, and we're talking about women in jazz and the saxophone and your contribution to music, which that has been, quite a lot. You've worked with lots of different bands, and of course, you came to fame with the Communards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think my battery's low. I'm just going to plug you in to the mains.
I'm going to play this track from the Communards album. This is an album that came out, I guess it must have been back in the 80s, right? And this is, of course, the iconic one that you were on was Don't Leave Me This Way, but they also did the very nice version of Never Can Say Goodbye. Did you play on that?
I didn't do the original, but when we did it live, we did it live, and this was just a cracker to blow over. I can tell you that. I used to love this number. I used to go mental over it.
I used to go mental. I love it.
Absolutely. It was just one of my favourite numbers ever to play over. Fantastic number. Really, really good fun. And
I got to tell you, actually, Anita, I've known Anita for many years, and I knew you when I couldn't really play the saxophone.
Never.
No,
You're always
No,
brilliant.
I couldn't. When I first met you, I couldn't play the saxophone. I was playing drums back then. Believe it or not.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, I started, unlike you, I started out on clarinet. I got bored with clarinet and went on to drums.
Yeah.
And then
not loud enough on the clarinet.
Not loud enough, right? Anyway, so let's play this. This is a wonderful version of course, the Communards and Never Can Say Goodbye. You'll enjoy this. Nita Carmichael is my special guest on the day. We're going to come back and talk to you about the Dover Street Wine Bar after this.
Oh my goodness, yes.
You can play along if you like.
Strange vibration
This is Josie James.
And this is Nigel Martinez, and you're invited to join us on our new radio show.
Our show is about how we...
Oh, we lost that. Yes, that was, I'll carry on with that. That's Nigel Martinez and Josie James. We'll get a bit more of that trailer for you as the show goes on. But they are going to be doing their new show. Josie James, great singer with Burt Bacharach and many, many others. Of course, her own album out, a number of albums that she's had over the years. And they are doing their own show, Nigel and Josie, wonderful husband and wife team. They're going to be coming out on the 6th of January with the new Nigel Martinez and Josie James show. So watch that. And we have my special guest in the program today is Anita Carmichael. Great to have you here, Anita.
I can't believe... Are you on lockdown over there? Are you still on lockdown?
Well, we kind of are. Yes, I mean, it's been pretty bad over here in Southern California, I have to say. And there's been lots and lots of, new cases, probably more than anywhere in the world at the moment, I have to say. So it's pretty bad, but we are still powering through and trying to get through this, as I'm sure we will later on this year with the vaccine coming out and so forth. I want to say hi to Mike Tanusis. Hey, Mike.
Here's Mike. Here's a nice bottle of Italian Prosecco waiting for you.
We are looking forward to it. We're going to share that with all the listeners. Yeah. They'll all get one drop.
Yeah, where's your cup?
Here's mine.
We'll drink to you, Mike.
We're toasting the new year, Mike.
We toast Solar, Keith, Dave
Nice.
Gregory.
All the solar DJs.
Yeah. All the solar DJs.
So massive.
Yeah, absolutely wonderful.
15 years, Mike. Well done.
Yeah.
I know, it's pretty amazing, isn't it? Now I've got to say, Mike Tanusis, you don't look any older than when I last saw you about 20 years ago.
Listen, mate, you're gonna.
How'd you do it? Must be good married life. That's probably what it is.
Well, it is. It's
certainly busy.
Busy, yeah.
Busy.
Strange times, though. We live in very strange times.
We do indeed. So we're going to play you this. We have to play this. This, of course, is the song that you were on. This was a big hit for you with the Communards. Don't Leave Me This Way, Anita Carmichael. And here we go. Did you sing on this as well?
No.
Just played in the horn section. Come on, play along. Come on now. Everybody, come on now. Wave your hands in the air. Wave it like you just don't care. It's 2021. All right, come on now. Here we go, everyone. Come on. Here we go. It's the Mike Parlett Radio Show. My very special, lovely guest on the program today is Anita Carmichael, and that's got to be the easiest horn section part that ever, really. Right? Da 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 da. Yeah. Just play it. Just play it for us, just just to prove that you do it. That's right. Yeah. And you had to do that all night. Can you imagine if you're going on tour and playing that song? That's all you play in the whole song, right? Yeah.
A couple of long notes, I think. A couple of long notes.
Yeah, honk honk. Diddle-da. Anyway, so that was the Communards, and that was a iconic band. If you've never heard of those bands, listeners, and I know we go out to a lot of the US listeners and all over the world, I want to say hi to some of our listeners over the world that we tune into our show regularly. I want to say hi to Machi Fukushima, listening in Kochi in Japan, and all the Japanese contingent of listeners today, Ohio. And very nice to know that you're tuned in. Happy New Year. Of course, it's day 2 of New Year or is it? No, it's actually it's a 4th over there now. If you're listening live, it is the 3rd of January. If you're listening to the show live, but if you're not listening live, that's always good as well, because we know that you tune in. We get a lot of people that don't actually listen live as we go out live because they have to go to bed to get up early for work. It's a kind of a late night show in the UK. 10 till midnight might be late for some people. So we do encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Go to YouTube, type in Mike Parlett Radio Show and be a subscriber. And it's wonderful to see so many people subscribing to the show and, clocking up the numbers on our channel. We all need subscribers to our YouTube channels these days. It's the only way we can make anything, right? Or get our stuff out there, because there's no gigs, right, Anita?
That's the one. That's the thing. There's no gig.
Now, do you have your own YouTube channel? Can people go over and look at you on YouTube? Or?
Yeah, I do. But I have to say that for us, the biggest one for us is the Facebook, because I've been doing the Friday Night Live at 7 o'clock every Friday. That is our biggest. We've had a massive. It's been huge. I mean, people have just been coming in from all over the world and watching the show, and they're liking it, and it's lovely. Yeah. It's lovely.
Now, before we go, because I mean, this is we've had so much fun. We've gone way over the amount of time I allotted to have you on the show, but it was just we got carried away. But we will have you back on, and maybe the family come and play live on the show if we can get the.
My techno hat on, and sort it out and plug it through and do it all properly. I'm very much a live person. Anyone who knows me, I love playing live. So I just the techno stuff I need to focus and get it right.
Yeah.
I am learning. I'm learning a lot through this. This experience has made me get much more technical.
I think it's made a lot of us do that. A lot of us have had to, I mean, I've learned stuff that I didn't know about, and it's made us actually really kind of get a grasp of how to connect to people online. I mean, I never even knew how to use Zoom before this. I didn't really know about Zoom or any of the other.
Here. I mean, I've been doing, all the people I've been running sort of young people's groups and teaching people. And of course, that's all out the window now. Right. We can't do any of that, so it's all on Zoom. So it's all been a learning curve.
I want to give a shout out to one of the people that we work with and one of our supporters, and that is Session Wire. If you don't know about Session Wire, it's an online collaboration tool. It's wonderful. If you want to record with me or if you want to kind of connect with any other people, other musicians all around the world, you can use Session Wire. Go to sessionwire.com. You can download their app and you can connect into our workstations that we use to record, and you could be playing your saxophone. I play a song for you, and then you can record straight in, and I can record you. You don't have to come to the studio, or we can kind of maybe work on mixes together or productions. Session Wire. Sessionwire.com. Go and check them out. If you're a musician or you want to collaborate with someone remotely, it's very, very affordable. But the quality is lossless audio quality, meaning that there's no loss in quality whatsoever. Session Wire. So go and check that out. I want to give them a big shout out. And I know Kevin Williams tunes into my show. He's the CEO at Session Wire. So big up to all you guys. We're going to play one more song from Lipstick on My Reed, a song of your choice, Anita. What song really stands out for you on this album if you had to really pick one?
I don't know. Are we going jazz or so? There's a song called "Living Inside the Love," and I'm just really. It's just one of those. I'm just really proud of it, and yeah, "Living Inside the Love." Give it a go.
Okay.
It's kind of lovely, smoochy. I like it.
Smoochy one, we like smoochy. Thank you for joining us, Anita. We're going to have you back on the show again. I'd love to do a whole 2 hours with you, but time just doesn't allow us today. But we will definitely have you back on again, and maybe have you come and play live. Bring some of the fam along to play as well.
Since this is all over, we'll be over. We'll be heading over your way.
That'd be lovely. Be great to see. Thanks for joining us. This is another track from Anita's new album. It's came out it's this year, or just the end of last year. It's Lipstick on My Reed, and this is Living Inside the Love.
Living inside your love, it's the only way I want to live. Living inside your heart, warmth and tenderness, I'm mine to give. Conversation's fine, or just quiet and sensitive. In your love, I feel happy.
Hi, this is Josie James.
And this is Nigel Martinez, and you're invited to join us on our new radio show.
Our show is about how we met, the music we've made,
and the many artists we've worked with.
Join us on our incredible journey through music. January 6th, 6 to 8 p.m. from Los Angeles.
And in the UK, January the 7th, 2 to 4 a.m.
on Solar Radio.
Taking me
It is the Mike Parlett Radio Show. Don't forget, you can see them or listen to them and hear them. Nigel Martinez and Josie James with their new show right here on Solar Radio, and it starts on the 7th of January if you're listening in the UK, and it's the 6th of January over here because they start at I think it's maybe 4 p.m. On the 6th of January. So don't forget to tune into that. Josie James and Nigel Martinez's new show. We're going to maybe see if we can get Josie on and talk to her a little bit before the end of the show. I want to play you a brand new track from a really good friend of mine and someone who also worked with Nigel and Josie and all of us a few years ago when Josie sang at the Jazz Cafe. This is Luke Smith's new single. It's called New Dawn. Great track. Luke Smith from the new album Traveling.
take you back. I've got you right here in my hands. Got no plans to let you go, let you walk away. This time I know how it's gotta be. I'm not blinded by the light of the midnight sunshine. Now I see it crystal clear. It's nothing less than I deserve. We can play, 'cause you're all I've ever wanted. I will take your love for granted. Gonna love you right. I wanna spend my life with you. That's why I do the things I do. All for you. I'm a supernova made for you. A love so strong you can't undo. All for you. I wanna spend my life with you. That's why I do the things I do. All for you. I'm a supernova made for you. A love so strong you can't undo. All for you. Just lay back. Click, click, clack. Let me take you back. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Gonna be alright, yeah. I wanna spend my life with you. That's why I do the things I do. All for you. I'm a supernova made for you. A love so strong you can't undo. All for you. I wanna spend my life with you. That's why I do the things I do. All for you. I'm a supernova made for you. A love so strong you can't undo. All for you. Hey, baby. It's
I want to wish everybody a very happy new year right here on Solar Radio with me, Mike Parlett, and the Mike Parlett Radio Show.
it's all for you, baby.
And we're very excited because we've got some new radio shows coming up, not least of which Gail Johnson has a new show. Gail Johnson, lovely lady from Jazz and Pink fame, and another lovely lady who may actually, if we're lucky, be on the phone with us is Josie James. Josie James in the house. How you doing,
Hey,
Josie?
Mike, how are you?
It is your friend Mike Parlett here.
That's right. Hey, Mike, how are you?
I'm doing good, and we're excited because we just played your trailer for your new show with Nigel Martinez's husband, and Nigel is also on the line. Hey, Nige.
Yes, he-
Hey, how you doing, Mike? Fantastic show so far. I love the fact that you featured some sax playing there.
Yeah.
That was great. I know you don't have any lipstick on your wreath. But,
Well, that all depends on your point of view.
Anyway, thanks so much for the hookup with the radio show, man. That's great. We're looking forward to it. We're very inspired by you, Mike, and it was great when you played that track afterwards with you blowing all over it because it's so nice.
That jazz.
That jazz, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you all sound great now.
Yes, we're very excited, Mike.
New album's coming, so get ready. We're going to get you on there.
We'll be on,
Awesome.
You'll be all over it. I'm working on my next album project, so.
Love
But that's the thing,
Can't wait.
Mike. The other thing is that, you hooking us up like this because obviously a lot of things have changed. Josie forever was touring every year, and now we're, been on lockdown and stuff. So it's been really nice to be able to hear other people's music, hear our music, and do this radio show that we've done with Solar. So that's great, man. Thanks.
You're very welcome, and it's great to. I've got to tell the listeners that I've known Nigel for probably about, I don't know, maybe about 20, 25 years or something now. Is it, Nigel?
Yeah, something like that. We were 2 at the time, I think.
Yeah, that's right. we were little kids running around in the street. How did I meet you again? Let me just ask you that one more time. How did I meet you? Do you remember?
Met because I was looking for a sax player, and I happened to be. There was a neighbor of my friend's who lived down the street, and you'd done some work for him in a gospel situation or something. And you said, "Oh, you got to get in touch with Mike Parlett." And so he gave me your number.
Was it Nicky Brown? Was it?
No, it was. He was a pastor of a church in London.
Oh, wow.
And he lived in near the Thames somewhere. And he said, "Oh yeah, Mike Parlett." And so that's how I heard about you.
Oh.
And we've been mates and musician friends ever since. So it's been a great relationship. We don't see each other enough, even though I actually saw you more when I was here and you was in England.
That is true.
And I used to come over regularly. We actually saw each other more then than we do now, because you're always busy doing your productions and your radio show, and I'm always running around doing my stuff. So.
And I got to tell you, listeners, we have a wonderful studio here at Talented Productions, and Nigel is partly responsible for the studio. Gave me a lot of great ideas when I was building it, and just recently gave me all these wonderful acoustic panels. Thank you so much, Nigel.
You're welcome. I still got one other one for you, I think.
Yeah.
But next time
we're waiting on that. We are waiting on that.
We'll be back around there at some point.
That'd be great to see you, and hopefully it won't be before too long. I want to play one of my favourite songs. Now, this is of course not off your own album, Josie, but this was a massive hit for you, and of course this is your feature with none other than the Crusaders and Burning Up the Carnival with Flora Purim, and this was your big song on this, Burning Up the Carnival, from the album The Crusaders.
Right.
Don't forget to check out the show. Tell us when it's going to be. Quickly give yourself a plug.
It's going to be this coming Wednesday in LA, January 6th from 6 to 8 p.m.
And in the UK, January the 7th from 2 a.m. till 4 a.m. UK.
And if you're not able to stay up and listen to it, don't forget to set your recorders and record that show. It's going to be amazing. And also, hopefully, you'll be able to upload it somewhere where we can hear it in retrospect as well.
That's right.
That's right.
Take care. My special guests are Nigel Martinez and Josie James.
Hi, I'm Gail Johnson presenting Smooth Jazz with a Feminine Touch. That's right, the Pink Room is coming to Solar Radio. We'll have jazz that focuses on chart-topping artistry, instrumental and vocal grooves. You'll hear it all right here in the Pink Room. We're going to start January 6th to 8 to 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, or January 7th, 4 to 6 a.m. in the UK. So tune in right here on Solar Radio, your classic and 21st century soul station.
There you go. It's going to be a really wonderful night of wonderful music. Gail Johnson and the Pink Room. Don't forget to tune into that. That'll be right after Nigel Martinez and Josie James. A wonderful evening of great music. Here on Solar Radio, your classic and 21st century soul station. It is me, Mike Parlett, sitting in the chair for you today, and hopefully you are enjoying the music, enjoying the show. We're here each and every week. It's live, coming to you live. No pre-records, actually live on Sundays 2 till 4 on the West Coast of the United States, 10 till midnight in the UK. This is Walter Beasley.
Out now, Smiling, the brand new single from the Brit Funk Association, featuring Chris Amu from The Real Thing. And don't forget the current album Lifted with 13 top tracks. The album Lifted and the new single Smiling with Chris Amu are available now from Expansion Records, iTunes and Amazon Music.
Classic and 21st century soul on Solar.
I want to say a big shout out to Kenny Wellington and all the gang, Baps and the Brit Funk Association, and of course the new album. Congratulations, a great new album, Smiling. And that certainly makes us smile right here at Solar Radio. And if you want to keep smiling, all you got to do is keep your dial very firmly tuned to Solar Radio, where we're here to bring some warmth into your 2021. Happy New Year, everybody. Got to say a few shout outs to some of our listeners tuned into the program today. I want to say hi to David Helen. Hey, David. Thank you for tuning in. I want to say hi to a number of other people that have tuned in. Guy Hertobits is tuned in. I want to say hi to Dave Thomas as well. Thank you so much. And don't forget, we are followed by, our show is followed by this man. This is Johnny Britt. I want to say a big shout out to him. Thank you, Johnny. Yeah. From the album Mo Jazzin', which is a huge album of 2020. This is one of my favourite tracks off the album. It's called Let's Get Down Tonight. Johnny Britt, kind of going back to his kind of impromptu roots. If you like Johnny Britt, you can, of course, you'll know him from Impromptu. And you can hear his shows coming up right after mine every single week here on Solar Radio, your classic 21st Century Soul station. We're really looking forward to this year. We're hoping it's going to be much better than last year. I want to say hi to Will Donato as well. Hey, Will, thanks for tuning in. Also hi to Andrew Mitchell, who's tuned in as well. And my old friend Guy Mathias tuned in. Mike Tanusis, thanks, Mike. And Raymond Coates and Anthony J. Carter. Thank you for all your support. Not forgetting Wardell Potts as well. Hey, Wardell, thanks. Nice to talk to you earlier on, my friend.
I want to listen to some Marvin Gaye. Listen to Miles Davis play. Play my baby, play my baby. Let's get down, baby. I wanna get down tonight. Let's get down, baby. Yeah. Let's get down, baby. I wanna get down tonight. Let's get down, baby. Can I say you're so beautiful? I just wanna hear you say that you'll stay with me forever. Let the music take your mind. Just relax and unwind. So glad that you're mine. Baby, you're so fine. Let's get down. I wanna get down tonight. Let's get down tonight. I wanna get down tonight. Let's get down, baby. I wanna get down tonight. Let's get down. Hey, baby, let's go far away. Far away. Da, 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 da. Nobody loves me like you do.
Don't forget, we are here each and every Sunday night. If you're listening in the UK, it's 10 till midnight. And of course, if you're on the West Coast of the United States, it's 2 till 4 every single Sunday. Wherever you are, you're always very welcome to tune in to the Mike Parlett radio show. Thank you once again for tuning in today. We'll be back next week with another surprise special guest. And we want to thank Anita Carmichael for coming on the show today as well. Thank you so much, Anita, for joining us. And also want to thank all my friends and colleagues here at Solar Radio. I want to wish you all a Happy New Year. Thank you for making great music. Thank you for supporting my show, the Mike Parlett Radio Show here on Solar Radio. And also thank you for just everyone being there for each other here at these slightly difficult times that we've been going through last year. Hopefully this year's going to be much better. We're going to take you out with my track. And this, of course, is Motown Jammin'. A little bit of Motown for you off my album, Keep It Moving. I've been Mike Parlett, and I'll see you again next week. We're handing you over to Johnny Britt, if you're listening live, and the turntable. We'll see you soon. Take care. Whatever you're doing, be safe, and keep your dial very firmly tuned to Solar Radio.